Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making this Suzette stitch pillow panel for one side of our pillow. We're going to be making two of these, one for each side of our pillow, and then we're going to make little mini white stars to go on this as well. So let's go ahead and get started. For this project though, you are going to need 1.5 balls of the Bernat Super Saver, or you can use Red Heart or any color, any kind of yarn that you want, as long as it is a 4-ply yarn, a size 5.25 millimeter crochet hook or a size I, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. Alright, so we're going to begin by making our slip knot. After you make your slip knot, we're going to make our foundation chain, and we are going to chain 56. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So go ahead and do that all the way until you get to 56, and I will meet you guys when I get there. Alright, so we have made our foundation chain of 56. So now what we're going to do is we are going to do a stitch called the Suzette stitch, which is you just do a single crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch. And every time you do this, you're going to start off with your single crochet first. So in the second chain from your hook, so not the chain, the loop that is on your hook. So in the second chain from our hook, we're going to make our single crochet first. And remember, this loop on your hook does not count as a chain. So we got 1 and then 2. So we're just gonna insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That is our first single crochet. And in that same space, we're going to make our double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is our first stitch. So now we are going to skip the next chain, and in the second one, we're going to do that all over again. So single crochet, oops. So single crochet, and then double crochet. And that is the entire pattern for this project, basically. So we're going to continue all the way down to the end of this row by skipping a chain, and the second one, single crochet, double crochet. Sorry if it's a little hard to see with this dark yarn, you guys. So we're going to skip the next chain, and then the second one, single crochet, and double crochet, same stitch. Come on. So go ahead and repeat that all the way down to the end, and I will meet you when we get back to the end. Okay, so I made it all the way to the end of my foundation chain, and I have 3 stitches left. So I just finished the Suzette stitch, so I'm going to skip the next one, and in that middle one I'm going to do my single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch. So there's the single, and there's the double. And in that last chain, you're just going to do a single crochet by itself, because this single crochet is going to act as our turning chain. So after you do that, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And that is what your first row should look like. Very simple stitch to do. It works up fairly quick. And it has this nice tight look to it when you're, after you get a few rows in, like not very much spacing, which is nice. I really like how if you pull, can't really see too much between your stitches. So to begin your second row, you're going to find that last single crochet that you made right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. And that is where you're going to do your first Suzette stitch for this row. So you're going to do your single crochet and double crochet. Going to skip the double crochet stitch, and in that single crochet, you're going to do your next Suzette stitch. So single and double. And that is all you do. You just skip your double crochets, and in that single crochet, in each single crochet along your row, you're going to do your Suzette stitch, which again is a single crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch. So sometimes it's a little hard to find your single crochets, especially if you kind of crochet tight, make your stitches tight. So you just want to pull your work a little bit to stretch it so you can find that stitch. And then you just do your single crochet and double crochet. And we're just going to repeat this all the way down to the end. And I will meet you guys when I get there. Alright, so I made it all the way to the end of this row. I have one stitch left to do. So I'm going to do my single crochet and my double crochet in that same stitch. Okay, and then in that last spike chain right there, you're going to do your single crochet. You're going to chain one and turn your work. And that second row that you just did is your repeater row for the rest of this project. You're going to do this until you get to row 48. So we already did 1 and 2, so now you have 46 rows left to do. So go ahead and do that. Remember, in that last single crochet from that previous round, that's where you're going to start. You're going to do your single crochet first, and then your double crochet. You're just going to repeat that all the way down, and then in that last stitch, which is like your chain one, you're going to do your single crochet, chain one, and then turn your work and start all over again. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you when I get to the end of my row 48. Okay, so I made it all the way to the end of my little panel for my pillow. I am at row 48. I just have 3 more stitches to do. So again, to do the Suzette stitch, you're just gonna single crochet in that single crochet space from the last row, and then you're gonna make a double crochet in that exact same space. If you same space, and then again in the next space right here, that's where the single crochet is, right there. Again, single crochet, double crochet. And I'm sorry about the background noise, that was my cat. So now This is actually a Suzette stitch from your last row as well. So the first one is the double crochet and that second one is your single crochet. So just on the top of that single crochet, you're just going to make your last single crochet. And you're going to chain one and you are going to fasten off your square. Fasten your yarn off, pull on through, and then that is your panel. So what you're going to do now is you are just going to weave in your tail ends so that way they are nice and secure and they won't come undone. And it doesn't matter what side you do it on. There's no wrong sides. No wrong sides to this project. So go ahead and weave in your ends. Sorry for the train noises, we also live near a train station. Okay, just snip the end off when you feel like you have it nice and secure. And then don't forget to do it to the other corner as well. And that is your side panel. And zoom out a little bit for you guys. Try and show you. So it's gonna go this way so your stitches are, going the right way. And that is it. Okay, so I went ahead and made both of my panels for my pillow, and these are my white stars. You can either do your stars in the circle like I did. I don't know if you can see the circle. There you go. Or you can do like a half circle, or either way. Or you can arrange your stars any way that you like. So we're gonna go over and we are gonna learn how to make these stars. Okay. So for the stars, you're just gonna need a ball of any kind of white yarn. As long as it is a 4-ply medium. And you will need, obviously you'll need some scissors, your needle, and for this project, for these stars, you're going to need a 3.75 millimeter crochet hook or a size F. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so to start the stars, you're going to start by making your slip knot. And we are going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so after we make our chain 4, we're going to slip stitch to that first chain. Just like that, and then we're going to chain 2. 1 and 2. So now what we're going to do is we are going to find the center of our ring that we made, which is right there, and we're going to create 10 double crochets in there. So we're going to insert yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now that chain 2 does not count as a double crochet. And I don't know why this isn't focusing on. So go ahead and make 10 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 'kay, so once you made your 10 double crochets, you're going to slip stitch to that first double crochet you made. So our first one is right here, and that is where we're going to slip stitch, right there. So right here is where we're going to slip stitch into. Just like that. And what I like to do is I like to pull on my tail end to kind of close that circle up a little bit more. You can also, when you're done, sew this in to make it tighter if you like. Smaller circle in the middle. Okay, so after you make your 10 double crochets in your slip stitch, you're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that second chain from your hook, you're going to single crochet. And then in the next stitch, you're gonna half double crochet. And then that last one, you're gonna make a double crochet. And then you're going to skip 2 chains. So that one that you that one that you made your chain 4 out of does not count. So 1, 2. Insert your hook and slip stitch to join. And that is our first point for our star. So now we're going to chain 4 again. Okay, so we're going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to repeat that now. So in that second chain, 1, 2, we're going to single crochet. Next one, half double crochet. And then that last one, one double crochet. And then you're going to skip 1 and into that second one, going to insert your hook and slip stitch. And that's our second point. So we're going to continue to do that until we have a total of 5 points for our stars. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you when I get to the end of the last one. Okay, so I just chained for my last point that we're going to be doing. In the second chain, again, single crochet. And the next one, half double crochet. And that very last one, double crochet. And then again, we're going to skip 1 into that second chain. We're going to slip stitch to join. Okay, we're going to chain 1, and you're going to pull your yarn until you have about a long enough tail to sew in around your star. So about 12 inches is good. Just cut your yarn. Now pull your yarn through your loop. Fasten it off. And that is your star. See? There you go. So you can make as many as these as you want. So for mine, I did 13 stars all the way around. But if you're just doing the half circle, you can make as many as you want to fit it. 2, 3, 4. 5 would be enough to do the half circle if you wanted, or you can do the 13 like I did. If I was to do this again, which I probably will at some point, I will not make the 13 stars. I would just do the 5. And then you just sew your stars onto one side of your panel. Okay? So all you do is you just place it, and then you're just gonna sew it to the panel. It doesn't matter if your white yarn is showing through the back like mine is. It's gonna be against your pillow anyways, on the inside of your pillow. Okay, so since we already made both of our blue panels and we made our stars to put on our blue panels, we are going to make our red and white now panels. I already made one. This is my first one. It's the exact same stitch, the Suzette stitch. It's just alternating rows of red and white. So every 8 rows I changed color. So I did 8 red, 8 white, 8 red, 8 white, and so on, until I got to 48 rows. So for this one, you're doing the exact same thing as the blue one. Your foundation chain is gonna be 56, and then in the second chain, you're going to do start your Suzette stitches. So, since for this panel I started in red and ended with white, I'm gonna start with white for this one. And don't forget, you're gonna need your 5.25 millimeter crochet hook, and you're gonna need your white and red yarn. So you're gonna start with your foundation chain and your slip knot. So we're going to chain 56. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way into 56. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you when I have finished my foundation chain. Alright, so I have made my foundation chain 56, and we are going to now start with our Suzette stitches. So you're going to skip one chain, and then that second chain from your hook, you're going to start with a single crochet, and then you're going to make a double crochet in that exact same stitch. So it's exactly the same as what we did for our blue panels. Just skip one stitch, and that second one, single crochet and a double crochet in the same space. And we're going to repeat that all the way down to the end of our foundation chain. Okay, so I made it all the way back across my foundation chain. I have 2 chains left. We're going to skip one, and in that last one, instead of making the Suzette stitch, we're just going to do a single crochet by itself. Okay, then again we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. And in that single crochet that we just did, right here, that's where we're going to begin with our first Suzette stitch. So you're going to insert your hook, do your single crochet, and then you're going to do your double crochet, and we're going to repeat that all the way again to the end of our row. And in that last chain, a single crochet, chain 1, and repeat all the way back. We're going to do this for a total of 8 rows, and then we're going to change colors to our red. And when I get to my 8th row, to the end of my 8th row, I will, which will be on this end, the side, I will show you how I went and changed colors. So go ahead and continue to do your stitches all the way across. So in each single crochet space, you're going to do your next stitch. Your single and double crochets in the same space, all the way across. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you at the end of row 8. Okay, so I made it to the end of my 8th row. I have this last stitch right here to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my single crochet and double crochet together in the same stitch. Just like that. And in that last single crochet in the end, I'm just gonna start my double or single crochet, but before I finish it off, I am going to stop. Going to take my scissors, cut my yarn, grab my second color, which is red. For this project, I am using True Red by the Bernat Super Saver. It is also a 4 medium weight, and this package has how many grams in it? Has 426 yards. So to join my yarn, I'm just going to take it and wrap it around my hook, pull through. I'm going to tighten the white and the red down a little bit, and I'm going to chain 1 to secure. Then I'm going to turn my work, and in that single crochet from the last round, I'm going to do my first stitch, which is the single and double crochet in the same stitch. Just like that. I'm going to pull my white a little bit more. And we're just going to continue to do our red now in every single crochet all the way around, or I'm sorry, all the way down and back for the next 8 rows. So remember, we're alternating colors every 8th row. So I'm going to do my next Suzette stitch in the next single crochet space, just like this. That way I know my yarn is nice and secure. And then after I do that, this is what I do to my ends, so that way I know that they're not going to fall apart or come unravel each other. I just take them just like that, and I'm just going to make a little knot just to secure it. And on my other one, I will show you what it looks like. Okay. So this is the side where my ends were on, this side right here. And you can't even tell where I did the little knot. Or is it on the other side actually? Nope, it was definitely this side. You just can't tell where your white and where your red really ends and begins. It's all very cohesive. Okay, so we're just going to continue to do that, alternating rows between red and white until we get to rows 48. And every 8th row, again, we switch colors. So I want you to go ahead and to do that all the way until you get to your last row, and I will meet you when I get there. Okay, so now that we are done making our 4 panels for our pillows, we're going to assemble them and put them together. We are going to start with our blue panels first. And you're going to take them and you're going to find the side that you started on that is your foundation chain. So that side and that way. Okay, so now we are going to put them wrong side together, which would be like this. Okay. Alright, so now that you have them wrong side together, you're going to take your blue yarn and you're going to take your 3.75 millimeter crochet hook and you're gonna single crochet all the way around 3 sides of your pillow, and then each corner of your pillow you're gonna do 3 single crochets together. So I'm gonna start right here, so put them together. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. I'm gonna make a slip knot. Going to make a slip knot. And insert your hook. And slip stitch. Okay. Now we're going to make 3 single crochets. Now we're going to make 3 single crochets in this corner piece. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And along this side, you're just gonna make your single crochets as evenly spaced as you possibly can. So, next one right here. And we're just going to do this along 3 sides of our pillow. So go ahead and do that along your 3 sides, and I will meet you when I am done doing mine. Okay, so I just finished single crocheting all along 3 of my sides of my pillow. I left an opening right up here, as you can tell, to stuff my pillow into. So I'm using a 16 by 16 inch pillow. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff it in. Oops. Wiggle it in, get it in there as good as you can. Make sure you get the corners and okay. Let's turn it this way. And once you have your pillow foam in the case, you are just going to finish up and single crochet along this top edge all the way down. So go ahead and do that, and I will show you this pillow when I am all done with this one. When you get all the way to the corner to where you started, you are going to slip stitch into that first single crochet that you did. Okay? Then you're going to chain 1 and fasten off. So you can take your scissors, cut your yarn, pull your needle through. And then you're just going to sew in your ends. But before I do that, I'm going to make a little knot so that way I know it is nice and secure and that these won't come unraveled later on. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom out. And that is the star pillow. You can adjust it to try and get those corners, the pillow into the corners of your case. And that is the star side and the blue side. Okay, so you're going to do the exact same thing that you did for this one to both of your red panels. You're gonna sew these together with your red yarn. And then after you do the 3 sides, you're going to insert your other pillow, foam insert, and then sew up the last side. So go ahead and do that, and when I am done with mine, I will show you what they both look like together. Alright everyone, so this is my finished project of the Stars and Stripes pillows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!